Hey guys, YouTube 100 here, and yeah, it's getting to that time of year now. Yeah, December is now about to come upon us, and of course that means it is Christmas time. Christmas time has finally come, and as you can see, I've even been putting up some Christmas decor in here. You see right here, I put up a Christmas tree. You see right behind me, like over the window, I put up like a string of lights, and you even see like the little bulb right here on the wall. Yeah, so I'm decorating the room for Christmas. I may even be putting up like some more stuff in here, like as over the next few days. But yeah, I'm decorating for Christmas now. Yeah, I just wish like the lighting was better in here, so you could actually see the color of the lights right over here. Yeah, that actually is like a full on like the colorful light. It's not just the regular like just the regular lights that you get. Like, I'll try to put the camera up a little bit so you can see it better. There you go. Yeah, you can kind of like see it better. You see, it's like the colorful string and not just the clear ones. Yeah, yeah. Since I have now like living in a new place, yeah, I figured I can actually like put up some Christmas stuff now. I wasn't able to do that where I used to live, but yeah, I now I am able to put up some Christmas decor and actually like have a Christmas backup as I do these videos during December. Yeah, and of course now with Christmas time coming up, yeah, you of course know what that means for this month. Yeah, every year like during December, December through Christmas, I make Christmas reviews. Like I've done it for almost 10 years now. Yeah, and now it's time to do it again. Yeah, this year, once again, I'll be doing some more Christmas reviews all through Christmas. So, yeah, and like I said last year, yeah, last year I did say how there was really just like no like specific thing that I would be talking about as I had done it before, whether it would be theatrical movies or TV movies or TV specials or whatever the case may be. Yeah, last year I said that there would be nothing and just like pretty much anything Christmas related I would be covering. And yeah, and that is going to apply this year as well. Yeah, this year like there will be like no specific topic that I will be like talking about like for Christmas. Like anything is eligible this year for Christmas, whether it is like theatrical movies, TV movies, or TV specials. Yeah, anything Christmas related. Yeah, yeah, that will be like eligible for me to review. So yeah, anything that I haven't talked about yet that is like a Christmas special, yeah, that is eligible to be reviewed now. And yeah, that is what I'm going to be covering. I'm just going to pretty much be covering any sort of like Christmas movie or special that I really haven't talked about yet. Yeah, and this year I'm also really going to be yeah, I'm gonna like kind of like be talking about like a couple of like newer Christmas films that have like come out in the last couple of years, including like one that did just come out this year, which you probably might have a clue on like what it is. Yeah, it was a Christmas film that had just like came out just this past month, so you may know what I am talking about. Yeah, I won't like give it away here, but yeah, you'll see me like talking about it like at some point during the month. And yeah, and also I just like want. I'm also like gonna like try to stick to like try to review things that like Nostalgia Critic or Doug Walker hasn't really made any reviews on because yeah, there have been like a lot of times like in these like Christmas reviews or just like stuff that I've like talked about where like Nostalgia Critic or Doug Walker has like talked about it and stuff. But yeah, this year I want to try to like stick to like stuff that he hasn't reviewed before. Though there are going to be like a couple of things in these Christmas reviews that he has talked about. But yeah, for the most part, I am going to like try to like stick to stuff that he hasn't talked about yet, so I can kind of just like give my like thoughts on it and not really like base anything on like stuff that he has said for the most part. Yeah, but that's not all that I'm going to be doing. This year because, well, of course, it is like a Christmas time. There's also more stuff going on this month because, of course, like this month, like during December, there are like, of course, like a couple of big movies that are coming out, which is of course like the West Side Story remake, and of course, as I was just talking about in my last video, Spider-Man: No Way Home. So yeah, so and of course, like these are movies that I really am like very looking forward to seeing this month, and so yeah, and yeah. And so with those two movies coming out this month, I'm also like going to be talking about stuff like related to those movies. So as far as Spider-Man No Way Home goes, along with these Christmas reviews I'm going to be doing throughout Christmas this month, I'm also going to be talking about the Phase 4 MCU films that have come out this year because yeah, there's been like three MCU movies to come out this year, and even like with No Way Home coming out this month, it is also makes four now. Yeah, and so yeah, yeah, and so in honor of like a Spider-Man No Way Home being released this month, I'm going to also be talking about the Phase 4 MCU films that have been released this year. So Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and Eternals. I'm going to be talking about those this year along with the Christmas reviews. And how it's going to work is I'll be talking about like an MCU Phase 4 film and then a Christmas review and MCU Christmas. Yeah. I'm just going to be alternating throughout. Yeah. But yeah, not only will I be talking about the Phase 4 MCU films because, of course, like with like how big this the Spider-Man No Way Home movie is, and of course, with the rumors surrounding it, like it makes sense to also talk about the Spider-Man films that have already been made, like the previous Spider-Man films. So yeah, so back when the Spider-Man Homecoming was released, I did like review the original Sam Raimi trilogy before I gave my thoughts on Homecoming. But yeah, there's still like the other Spider-Man films that have been made. So yeah, and I haven't talked about those yet either. So along with the MCU Phase 4 films, I am also going to be reviewing the other Spider-Man films that have come out. So yeah, yeah, so that'll be along with the Phase 4 MCU films in honor of Spider-Man No Way Home. I'll be talking about like the MCU films, yeah, the Phase 4 MCU films, and then I'll talk about the Spider-Man films. And yeah, like I said, I'll just be like alternating between like the MCU and Spider-Man films along with the Christmas review. So yeah, so I'll review like Phase 4 MCU film, then I'll make a Christmas review, MCU Christmas review, MCU Christmas film. Yeah, yeah, and it will be the same thing with the Spider-Man review. So yeah, once I get finished talking about like the Phase 4 MCU films, I'll then continue on with the Spider-Man reviews. Yeah, and I'll be like doing it like all through through when No Way Home gets released, and of course yeah, and then when I do see No Way Home, because yeah, I do have my tickets for it now. As I told you guys in my last video, I was going to get tickets. I did. It was kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass to do, but yeah, I was able to get tickets. So yeah, so once I go see it, I will then give my thoughts on No Way Home as well. Yeah, and as far as like where West Side Story uh, falls into here, because I did say I was also going to be uh, you talking about the West Side Story remake. Where that falls into this is like yeah, I'll have a little bit of a gap between the Phase 4 MCU films and the Spider-Man reviews because once I do talk about the Phase 4 MCU films, then that's where I will talk about West Side Story. So after I get done talking about the Phase 4 MCU films, like between like that and before I start the Spider-Man reviews, I'll also like make a review for the original West Side Story, and then when I go see the West Side Story remake, and then I'll make a video about that. So yeah, and that'll be the same thing. Like once I do finish the Phase 4 MCU films, it'll be like I'll make like another Christmas review, and then I'll review the original West Side Story, then another Christmas review, and then that's when I will talk about the West Side Story remake, and then yeah, then it'll continue on. That's when I will then start with the Spider-Man review. So first it'll be like after I talk about the West Side Story remake, it'll be another Christmas review, and then yeah, then the Spider-Man review, then a Christmas Spider-Man, yeah, and so on and so forth, yeah, yeah, and then yeah, and then but after I talk about No Way Home, then yeah, then I'll just finish out with a Christmas reviews all through Christmas. So yeah, so it is gonna be like a pretty big month for me. Like I'm just gonna be like making like a whole bunch of reviews. Like Doug Walker, of course, has his December going on throughout the entire month, but yeah, I'll be having my own series of reviews going on throughout this month as well. So yeah, so I guess you can say I'm kind of going down the Disney December approach by making reviews for basically like a good chunk of the month. Yeah, but yeah, so those are going to be my plans this month for December, all through Christmas. Yeah, so it's going to be big. It'll be the Phase 4 MCU, West Side Story, Spider Man, and Christmas reviews. Yeah. All right. So stay tuned for all these reviews who's coming throughout the month. All right. So yeah. So those are going to be my plans this month for December. So yeah. So it'll be a really big month for me for Christmas and the two big movies coming out this month. All right. But yeah. So those are my plans for this month. So yeah. So stay tuned for these reviews coming starting tomorrow. All right. But anyway. So those are. So yeah. So that's what I'm doing this month for December. So yeah, stay tuned. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.